Despite rare reviews and impressive box office figures, these 5 films just don't live up the hype. Media and commercials often know to blow up our expectation, so it seems that those movies are extraordinary. Movie Tunes presents Top 5 Most Overrated Movies. 5. The Departed. The Departed is fun Scorsese, but is it great Scorsese? It feels like the film arrived buoyed up by the hope Marty might finally win some Oscars, and reviewers gave it a helping hand. It has excellent qualities, one of Leonardo DiCaprio's 2 or 3 best performances, a knockout supporting cast, and often biting script by William Monahan, but it's also heartless, messy, and self-indulgent. The neat symmetry of the premise, built around the chiastic conceit of 2 undercover agents working on either sides of the law who could rumble each other at any moment, worked better in the Hong Kong source picture, Infernal Affairs, which was sturdy and more economical. 4. Slumdog Millionaire. Where to start? The performances veer from the GORMLESS Dev Patel to the insufferable ANIL KAPOOR, via the emptily eye-catching FREIDA PINTO. But this isn't really about the people, or Bombay, or India at all, or some lame tale about the TV quiz. It's about British triumph, an underdog story sweeping the Oscars. It's about Danny Boyle and his tireless energy and enthusiasm, and all the good things he's done for British film. We really won't hear a word said against him, and we couldn't, in the din of the film's absolutely hyped reception, which, rather in the manner of the King's speech, made you feel like a traitor to the national spirit if you weren't on board. 3. Inception. It's a criminal failing of the movie that it purports to be about people's dreams being invaded, but demonstrates no instinct at all for what a dream has ever felt like, and no flair for making us feel like we're in one at any point. The stern, poker-face excellence of Nolan's universe has never been more of a hindrance. What we get is more like a series of computer games being invaded, or set pieces from Bond movies. The layering is virtuosic, and often thunderously impressive, like playing 3 or 4 such games in perfect tandem, but there's a vital core missing. Nolan conceived of a brilliant central idea, but then got so carried away with trying to explore it in an architecturally clever way, he lost his grip. 2. SKYFALL. Let's first admit that Javier Bardem has 3 great scenes in SKYFALL, before the film decides that SILVA, his magnificently creepy camp villain, wants nothing more than to chase Judi Dench up the highlands and bombard Bond's ancestral pile with a Maryland helicopter. This is his master plan. In the plus column, it may be the best looking Bond film ever made. High five there for Roger Deakins. But it's nowhere near as sure of itself, or sure where Bond should be going this decade, as evangelists on its release like to think. Awkward in shape and thrilling only periodically, the film's a fraught salvage job, for which Sam Mendes got far too much of the credit. 1. Django Unchained. For the sum of his career, Quentin Tarantino has been moving towards making a western. Indeed, so many of his pictures, be they in the gangster, war or kung fu genre, are pretty much western movies in disguise. So the arrival of Django Unchained was an inevitable one, and for the most part, the talented writer-director delivered. And yet, Django Unchained is not without its problems. It's also not better than Jackie Brown, which doesn't place. The issues inherent to Django Unchained are as follows. Then, firstly, Tarantino indulges himself to such an extent that the whole picture is threatened by his unwillingness to call it quits. The film's final segment, running about 40 minutes, should have been cut entirely, as should his own ill-judged cameo. It also suffers heavily from the fact that Tarantino can't do what he does best, writing in pop cultural references, thanks to the archaic time frame. Thanks everyone for watching. If you like this video, press subscribe button on the screen for more awesome videos.